night, guys.
Congratulations, Carlos. What a fantastic performance. You seemed a little bit banged up. You okay? What happened there? Is it foot, leg? What's going on?
We had both the leg and the feet, But it's part of the game, Sometimes hit somebody, you get hurt too. The body is not like made to fight, and sometimes it's happened, but it's okay.
You were in pretty dominant form this evening. What about the fight surprised you, or did it just go exactly how you thought it would?
Yeah, exactly. That guy there, Felipe Douglas, he's one of my brothers, He trained with me so much, and he did exactly like Jack, And the fight was like the way I expected, Every time the fight happened in my mind, I trained many combos, how I think I could knock him out, and I just did today, He's a little bit more tough than I expected, but the fight was exactly on the way I expected. I said I will knock him out on the 30th round, and I knocked him out on the 30th round.
You said post-fight in the octagon to Michael Bisping that you want to be next, and that if Islam has a fight lined up, you'll be there waiting, ready to be. Do you feel that after a performance like tonight that you should be next and that there shouldn't be anybody else?
I should be next, Nobody beat two former champs on the really good way, They never lost by knockout, and then I come there and make it look easy. I respect to them, they are tough. But against Leon, against JDM, I make it look easy, and I'm the next. I think nobody did it, Of course, you have Morales, but Morales didn't fought a former champ. I beat two former champs, so I will be the next.
Ian Garry has tweeted out, firstly, being quite critical of Jack's performance, but he's also said that you and him, Brazil, after he fights Islam and wins. Aside from his timeline of events, of him getting a title shot first, does that fight in Brazil, you and Ian Garry, excite you?
Yeah. We talk sometimes, and he called me 1 month and a half ago, and then I was talking about the life, about the fights, and he say, "Hey brother, listen, you need to beat JDM, and then I'm gonna beat Islam, and then we can do a rematch in Brazil. It would be amazing, I'm not sure if it can happen in Brazil, but of course, it would be really cool fight Islam, because he's #1 pound for pound. But of course, I have some business it's still business to do against Ian, he beat me, and I don't like that. No respect to him. We have respect to each other. We talk a lot. Sometimes he call me and talk. I talk with him. I talk with his son, but we have a lot of respect to each other. But it's business, We like to compete, and I want to compete the guy who beat me 3 fights ago.
I don't want to go back to the injury, but we just heard your daughter say that Daddy's walking like a robot. I know it's very early and everything hurts after a fight, but are you concerned that this is potentially a longer-term thing, or
No. It's okay. I think just a little bit ice, 1-2 weeks rest, and then it's gonna be. I have 100 Muay Thai fights, bro. It's happened every fight, my feet. I come wear my shoes, and I never expected leaving wearing my shoes, all the fight, because I kick a lot, I get hit, so it's okay, it's normal.
You had your hands down for a lot of the fight. Were you not worried about Jack's power?
Bro, on the beginning of the fight, I feel like I got some punches, and then I was like, man, it's not gonna knock me out, When I fought Joffrey, when I fought Leon, I was the same. I start to fight with my hands up, and then I got some punches. I was like, it's okay. I can do my game, you know, because I like to drop my hands, you know, and do some feints, like you know, like if you remember, many times of the life I just feint, and Jack was like, what's coming, and then I didn't punch him and move a little bit, you know. I like that. So I feel I got some punch, and I was like, no, he don't gonna knock me out today.
There was multiple times in the fight where you knocked Jack down and you decided to let him back up.
Yeah.
You ultimately got the finish by jumping on top of him. Why, in that moment, did you decide that was the time to jump on top of him rather than let him back up?
Because I was thinking about the bonus, you know. I feel like his leg was hurt, and he was bleeding. I was talking with him like, you become a wrestler now. You want to try takedown. And he also was talking with me, you know. And I was like, I was not worrying about takedown. No, a lot of people are going to say, how Carlos can fight Islam because on the first round, he got dropped by JDM, you know. If you see, like, when he come to take down, I just open my arm like, now you become a wrestler. And then he take me down. And I was like, just 20 minutes, like, hold the position, you know. Get the win on the first round. I'm not scared about takedowns. I'm BJJ black belt, you know. So I was like, man, after hurting him, I feel like he's out of the fight. He don't gonna knock me out. He don't gonna do any damage to me. Now I need to get the bonus, you know. And then I was like fighting like, okay, now let's bring to the fight to the way gonna give me the bonus, you know. Yeah. So I was like scared about to go to the ground, and he hold me, and you know, like the time is passing, and he got a lot of time, and you know, yeah.
Before the fight started, there was a little bit of like tenseness in the cage. Yeah. You mentioned that was more for show. Since the fight and you coming to talk to us, have you spoken to Jack and have you shared any words with him?
Before the fight?
No, after the fight and now, have you talked to him?
No, just after the fight, I just say, thanks so much. You know, he's a great champ. You know, he's a guy like everybody wanna be. You know, have a beautiful family. He take care about his family. Former champ. He had a belt. You know, he training hard. He work hard. No bad things to say about that guy. You know, he's a warrior. He fought like a warrior. You know, his hometown. So it was an honor for me share the KG with him.
During the fight, Jack went for some takedowns. Did that surprise you? Because we all expected, obviously, a pure striking battle. So when he first took you down at the end of the first round and then he tried again in the second, did that surprise you at all?
No, because if you see the fights, everybody, after he start to hurt them, they try and take down. Everybody, you know. Like, they feel like, man, I cannot be stand up with this guy. Like, I cannot strike against this guy, you know. Like, yeah, I'm not kind of guy like I just punch and the guy like sleep, you know. Like, before I do this, I hurt my opponents, you know. Like, I hurt the leg, I hurt the body, and they feel like they try to rush the fight to finish, and then I knock them out. It's happened with Jack. I knew already I'm gonna hurt him, and at some point of the fight, he's gonna try to take me down.
If you think back to the Ian Garry fight, why do you think he was able to last 25 minutes with you? And if you get that fight again, what are you going to do to change that to knock him out?
Bro, I think if I fight him, the fight don't gonna do it in 25 rounds. After losing him, I learned a lot of things, you know. I think you guys can see how different I am inside the octagon. And yeah, let's do this, you know. I hope he beat Islam. I think it's a really hard fight, of course, but I think he have some skills to beat Islam, you know. And let's go. Let's do this. I will be there watching. The fight gonna be 2 days before my birthday. So I'm gonna ask UFC as a gift or present of birthday, bring me to the fight and let me watch.
If Garry and Islam is scheduled for August, and then the fight following that is not till early next year, are you happy to wait that long, or would you potentially look at another opponent? Would you look at Morales, Bilal, Usman,
No.
or are you happy to wait?
No, I'm gonna wait, you know. Also, it's a really good time. Like, before, of course, it's not the nice thing to do, but I fight, and then I spend like 2-3 months, like just partying, drinking, and things like that. And my coach, they really don't like, you know. And after my last fight in April, I just back to the training when they say like, hey, probably you're gonna fight somebody like in May, and then I back to train. I fought in November. I think I back to training February, March, something like that, you know. And now not planning to stay so long without training, you know. Of course, I want to enjoy my life, enjoy my best life, have fun, but also back to the training really soon, you know. Yeah.
And can I just ask, Carlos, you've touched on it before that there was a little bit of animosity, a bit of show with yourself and Jack in the lead up to the fight. We did see, the lovely moment after the fight where you went over and embraced Jack. It looks like you had some nice words to encourage Jack, to say to Jack. Can we just ask, what did you say to Jack as words of advice?
I say thank you so much for the fight, you know, like he's a great man. He's a great father. He have a beautiful family. Everybody want to be like him, you know. We're not talking about money. He's rich already, you know, have the 2 kids, family. He take care about everything. Former champ, you know. He have many things like the money cannot buy. So, yeah, just keep his head up and back to the training. I'm sure he's gonna back to the run for the title. You know, he's really tough. Today was not his day, but probably in the next he's gonna back much better.